An affirmation opens the way. It is the beginning point of change. Every thought you think and every word you speak is an affirmation. Every time you get angry, you are affirming that you want more anger in your life. Every time you feel like a victim, you are affirming that you want to continue to feel like a victim.
How can we use affirmations to get unstuck and become more positive? How do we use them?
I have affirmations everywhere. I have them over my bed, I have them where I shave, I have one at my door that as I walk out it says, attitude is everything, so pick a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I have one on my in the car, right as I look at it every single day, right on the dashboard, and it says, practice aloha. So that if somebody's honking their horn or whatever it is, and it's like, I look at that every time I'm in the car, and it's a reminder to me, be kind.
This is a new day. There are new victories, new opportunities, new relationships. Right now, there is freedom for you. Right now, there are new beginnings, joy, peace, victory.
So choose new thoughts to think about yourself and choose new words to tell yourself how magnificent you are.
It's a good morning. This is a good morning. This is a really good morning. This is a new morning. This is a new day.
We think affirmations are wonderful, but we would make sure that we are feeling really good when we affirm, because the universe doesn't hear what you say, the universe hears what you mean. So if you're feeling weak and you're proclaiming that you're strong, the universe is just, and the louder you're saying it, the more the universe is hearing you demanding something that you do not feel.
Today, everything in my world will respond differently to me.
You have the freedom to think anything you want.
And the first thing I say is, God, I need you. Help me with everything that I've got to do today, and there's also things going to come up that I don't even know about. I ask you for grace. And then I make this confession. I love you, Lord. I love my life. I love myself. And I love people.
You say there was one affirmation that we could all use to change, you know, to move towards our dreams right now?
The one that I use is that, you know, I can attract anything I want into my life. You know, I am in charge of my life. I can create health and happiness and being positive. I just remind myself of that over and over and over again until it just becomes a way of being. Because an affirmation is just sort of a beginning step. It's a way of allowing yourself to retrain your mind, to create the habit that we have that things aren't going to work out and things are terrible and I can't.
That's like old programming.
Yes,
correct?
it's always it's just habitual thinking, you know. And one of the great poets, Wordsworth, said that habits rule the unreflecting herd. You know, it's like you become part of the herd that doesn't reflect, and you want to change those habits.
This is a really good day. My vortex is full of manifested potential. My vortex is a now reality that I can feel my way into. Today I intend to feel exhilaration about things not yet manifested.
Your original nature is based on 4 cardinal virtues. And the cardinal virtues, if you can live them, this is who you are as a being. Reverence for all of life, just finding love in all things, the planet, the plants, the human beings, the animals, everything. You have reverence for all of them. You kill nothing. You know, a natural kind of sincerity, which means a sense of honesty about not just not stealing, but about who you are as a human being. And a sense of kindness, you know, just being kind to each other and to everyone and everything.
I have limited
You say that if we change our thinking, we can change our lives.
Oh, we do. We do, constantly, all the time. You think a negative thought, you're going to go on a downward spiral. You think a positive thought will attract wonderful things to you. I have come to realize it boils down to choosing the thoughts you think and choosing the foods you eat. And when you can be wise in both areas, you have perfect health. Because the body knows how to take care of itself, but not if you give it a lot of junk. Look in the mirror, especially first thing in the morning, and just look in their eyes and say their name and say, I love you. I really, really love you. And this is enormously hard for most people to do to begin with, but as you continue to do it, it makes a big difference. You see, life loves you. Life really loves you. But if you don't love yourself, it's very hard for life to bring you the goodies.
It doesn't matter what happens in your life, you are more than any moment.
Give no place to guilt. Give no place to worry. Give no place to bitterness.
First thing in the morning and last thing in the evening, I want you to look into your eyes and say, I love you. I really love you.
Imagine your life is like a container. You were created to be filled with joy, peace, confidence, creativity. But if you allow worry in, it pushes out the peace. There's not space for both. It's easy to go through life holding on to things that are weighing us down. Guilt, resentment, doubt, worry. The problem is when we allow these things in, they're taking up space for the good things that should be there.
What you are thinking now is creating the way you feel in your body now and your experiences tomorrow.
You control what's in your container. You control what you think about, what you choose to allow in.
There's no challenge you can't face and overcome. The events of our lives don't control our lives, our decisions do.
And the reason some people don't enjoy their lives is because their container, their heart is contaminated with so many things. They have 10% worried, stressed out over their job, 12% bitterness, mad at their neighbor, 20% guilt, beating themselves up for past mistakes, 9% jealousy, their coworker is more beautiful. They don't realize 70% of their container is negative.
But if you don't love yourself, it's very hard for life to bring you the goodies. You have the freedom to think anything you want. You were born extremely confident. You came into this world knowing how wonderful you are. So choose new thoughts to think about yourself and choose new words to tell yourself how magnificent you are and that you deserve all the good that life has to offer. Today is a new day. Today is a day for you to begin creating a joyous, fulfilling life. Today is the day to begin to release all your limitations. Today is the day for you to learn the secrets of life. You can change your life for the better. You already have the tools within you to do this. These tools are your thoughts and your beliefs.
And we all have negative emotions, negative feelings. But you have to make the choice. I'm not going to give this jealousy, this bitterness, this anger, valuable space and let it poison my life. I'm going to protect what I allow in me.
Be patient. Chill out, man. Keep it cool, dude. Just be patient, man. Man, your time coming, champ. My time now, man. Just be patient. It's coming, man.
You gotta believe in yourself. Like I said, if you speak it, believe it, you'll receive it, baby. Just like that. Your mind is very powerful. The universe is very powerful. Speak things into it. It'll come to you, baby. You speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. And it shall be yours.
You must have faith. Paul said you must have the faith to call forth those things that be not as though they were. Judge not according to appearances. Don't judge your circumstances and the possibilities for your future based upon what you have now and because of what's going on now. No. That's not the real reality there. What you're going through, if you're going through some hard times, it has not come to stay, it has come to pass. It's all right.
Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Whatever it is you want to do, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one.
But Abacare, today is not about me. Today is about you. I know what it feels like to sit on a bench. I know what it feels like to get knocked down. I know what it feels like to have a hope and a dream. And nobody believes in it but a few people. But here's what I know.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."
If you wake up in the morning and cut off the news, and every single day you look like success and look like money, and every time you go into a home, you understand the power of likability. Every time you go into a home, you make sure you don't communicate. You make sure you connect. I guarantee you, over time, as you water that tree, over time, as you build that root system, over time, I promise you, that tree will grow. And before you know it, you will have your own little personal harvest. And don't you quit until you're number one.
I will fail my way to success. See, 8 out of 10 millionaires have been financially bankrupt. 85% of people allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. Say that to yourself every day. As I used to say to myself, when I would get up in the Penobscot building and I had to go into the bathroom and bathe in the bathroom sink, I had written on the mirror that I put up there, just paste up, and I read, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. So you got to have faith. You talk to yourself, you say that affirmation. The next step is you must have patience and engage in consistent action. Patience and engage in consistent action. See, everything does not always happen, ladies and gentlemen, when we want it to happen. It doesn't happen quickly. So in that process, they have something in the Far East called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree, every day it has to be watered and fertilized. It's a very hard nut, and it takes 5 years of watering and fertilization every day, according to American Geographics, before it breaks through the ground. At any time, if the watering process and the nurturing and the fertilization process is stopped, the Chinese bamboo tree will die in the ground. Now, once it breaks through in that 5th year, then in 6 weeks it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet in 5 years or 6 weeks? The answer is obvious. It takes 5 years. That's how long it took to grow it, to build that foundation, to nurture it, to water it, to build the reputation, to build the credibility, to learn the market, to learn people, to learn yourself, to learn the system, to learn how to do it, to figure it out. That's why you must have patience and engage in consistent action. We live in a world, ladies and gentlemen, where people want instant gratification. They want it right now. They want to be a Dexter Yeager, but they're not willing to pay the price to do what it takes to get up there where Dick Hopper is, where Bryant or Judy is. They think it was easy. No. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's a system that if you work the system, it works if you work it. But make no mistake about it, it's hard. And you are the determining factor. Here's something else. It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have goals, that you write them down, that you surround yourself with a support team, that you are creative. It's you that you must take personal responsibility to make it happen. George Bernard Shaw said, the people that make it in this world look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. It's hard. No, easy is not an option. However, ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that it's worth it. It's worth it.
See, the people that will live their dreams, the 2% that will do that, these are, and write this down, become a risk taker. They're risk takers. They don't mind failing. They don't mind making mistakes. They're willing to take life on, take life in the collar. Viscott said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? It's not what you don't have, it's what you think you need that keeps you from being successful or happy in life. It's not what you don't have. See, I was focused on what I didn't have. Don't have a college degree, don't have any credentials, never worked for a major corporation. I was focused on the negative things and said, negative things are the things that you see when you're not focused on your goal. What do you come with? What is it that you have within you that you showed up to bring? Hey, Les, you don't know, but my dream is a long shot. A friend of mine, Dexter Yeager, said when the dream is big enough, the odds don't matter. So practice the principle of OQP, only quality people. And somebody's saying, Les, can I change them? No, it's a full-time job changing yourself. Some people are so negative, they'll walk into a dark room and begin to develop. Repeat after me, please. Make your move before you're ready. Yeah, Price Pritchard, who's a great motivator and trainer, said, make your move before you're ready. We're instructed in life to walk by faith and not by sight. See, you want to really begin to stretch yourself. You want to become a risk taker. You want to raise the bar on yourself. Most people won't do that.
Anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly. Yeah, see, anything is worth doing right, as we have been taught, if you know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, it's worth doing badly until you get it right.
The reason you're here is because there's something in you that says, I can do more.
You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great.
and you are listening to this right now, I want you to start a new chapter in your life. A chapter that is about you, about your needs, your desires, your dreams, and your aspirations. About self-love. About always staying positive and expressing yourself. Because all these things go hand in hand. When you love yourself, you will treat everyone else with more respect and dignity. That is just the way it is. Love is an emotion. And an emotion is energy in motion. It is thinking feelingly about something. And that is the key to the law of attraction. So if you think positively and lovingly about life, that is how your life will turn out to be. A wonderful and magnificent experience. The cure to self-hate is self-love. You cannot become a happier, more successful you if you don't love yourself, and you should be the person who is the most important to you. Because if you are not a happy you, how can you make the people around you, whom you love, feel good about themselves? To be truly honest, we all know that grumpy person who is always in a bad mood and is too harsh on him or herself, and they blame it on the sacrifice they make for taking care of everyone else. But in the end, they're just looking for a reason to be grumpy. Why? Because they think they don't deserve the best. They, at one point in their life, have been told that life is hard and you always need to struggle to get on. And that's why they feel bad when they catch themselves feeling good. It is a dilemma, because everyone should love themselves. That is the first step to happiness. And the first step to loving somebody else. I want you to take a hard look in the mirror and ask yourself these questions. Do I truly love myself? Do I see myself as worthy? Do I think I deserve the best of the best? Be truly honest with yourself when answering these questions. Because I bet most of us don't really get all the self-love we deserve. We get hit on the head by so many other people and situations in life that at least when you turn inwards, you should find a great friend who is always there for you and truly loves you. Don't be ashamed to give yourself the love you deserve. And why would you not deserve it? You haven't done anything bad in life. Even if we all make mistakes, so don't dwell on the past. Make today the start of a new chapter in life for you. A chapter in life where you always love yourself, treat yourself, make yourself important, because you are important. Love is a strong feeling. And if you project that feeling to your inner self, it will send a huge stream of energy inside of you, and you will feel it. You will catch yourself smiling and glowing. People will think that you just fell in love with someone. And you did. Fall in love with yourself. Every morning you wake up, feel glad that you are alive. Say hello to yourself. Say hello to the world. Don't take life for granted. Go out there and go chasing after your dreams. When you are happy, happy things will happen to you. Trust me. You know that the energy you give out to the world, that same energy, will get back to you. So if you constantly love yourself, your inner glow will be attractive to every other human being who interacts with you. And people will want to be around you. They will want a piece of your energy. You will make them feel good. And thus, so many new opportunities will arise. That is why you should love yourself. And by doing so, you will unlock the doors to the universe. Unlock all that potential that hides somewhere deep out there and deep inside of you. Set that energy free. Set yourself free. Gift yourself with abundant self-love. Give yourself that greatest of all gifts, love. Thinking feelingly about something is an action. It is something you are actively doing, and therefore only think feelingly about the best of the best and the best possible outcome. So if you think about yourself, think only the best. And if you think about someone else, think only the best. And if you think about how your life is going, that's right, think only the best. Be grateful, be loving, and in return, be loved. Thanks for watching, and stay blessed.